and welcome to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast, where we explore how technology, AI, and cybersecurity are reshaping the way we work. This segment of our tour, we are back at it again, live in London, interviewing top IT leaders. Each episode, we're going to bring you insights from real leaders and industry experts on how organizations can navigate today's challenges and unlock tomorrow's opportunities. From making sense of complex data, to simplifying IT environments, to delivering real business outcomes, Lenovo is helping businesses of every size reimagine what's possible. Join us as we dive into the future of work. Work Reborn. Let's go. Hello, my name is Rita. I'm coming to you live from London. We are at the Lenovo podcast booth. This is a very exciting episode of the Work Reborn podcast. I'm so happy to have a new friend and guest with me here today. This is Johan. How are you doing, Johan?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to talk with you. Would you mind introducing yourself to our audience, who you are and what you do?
Sure. My name is Johan. I've been in security for about 5 years now. And before that, I was mainly active as a solution architect. And before that, even, I was in infrastructure, database management.
So you've been doing this for most
Quite
of
a
your
while,
career?
yeah. I've been in IT for about 30 years now.
Wow. So how has the landscape changed from when you started until now? Probably significantly, right?
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
first thing, work from home
Right.
is ubiquitous, whereas before it was kind of like a bonus. Now it's just a given. New threats are coming. AI, that's something definitely very new, and quantum computing.
Right.
Yeah.
It is something, AI is introduced now
Yeah.
more than ever. It's been around, but it's predominant now. Yes.
It's very dominant. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. So, we really are interested to hear your insights. We interviewed over 600 senior IT leaders
Okay.
about AI and cybersecurity. And one of the things that we found in our report is that there's a lack of skilled staff in cybersecurity right now. It's a top obstacle. So, there's, definitely skilled professionals, but AI is in the mix right now. So what steps are you taking to upskill your teams to be AI ready?
At the moment, it's purely driven by business requirements. And what we are doing is to make sure they are aware of the AI Act, the European Artificial Intelligence Act. So the framework around that, and that's mostly awareness. People should know what they're doing. They should know that an AI system is not necessarily telling you the truth. So they should verify their sources and to use it consciously, basically.
So what do you find is, and you don't need to be super specific, but what is a use case you are implementing within your organization to test maybe AI with? Has there been things small projects that you've used to see how it's able to work?
It's embedded in Microsoft products at the moment. So Copilot is a big part of that. And it's basically Copilot for business. So SharePoint sites, email, it can make summaries of all your emails, check in emails, see what the most pertinent topics are that you have been working on. But as I said, it's purely business.
Right.
From an IT point of view, there are some signals that the infrastructure teams are now starting to use AI to provision their systems, to organize their defenses. But it's predominantly the business, actually, that is looking for new ways to exploit, to use AI.
Earlier you mentioned how remote work isn't a bonus anymore. It's just like a given. I think that's an interesting insight because there are some people that are not, I guess, in the times with that. They think it's like still a bonus, or they're making people go into the office or whatever. What do you think the future of the workplace looks like in the next few years? Do you think other areas will change? Like, what will it look like what do you think working with each other in the global landscape will look like, just from your own personal perspective, the future of work?
Well, I think as the quality of communication will improve, people will just not want to be or necessarily want to be in the same physical space as with each other in order to have productive meetings. I started in the company I work for now in the COVID year, and I had to learn the whole organization, 2,000 people in IT, purely through Skype for Business and through, organograms and seeing who's who and who was in which team. And that was a bit of a challenge, but in the end, it went remarkably well, actually. So it's entirely possible to have a team spirit, to develop meaningful relationships with your colleagues, and do it completely over, Teams and Zoom calls and what have you. And I think that will just extend into the future.
Is the future now? Do you think the future is now, or we still have a lot
That's
to go?
a difficult question.
Yeah.
Is the future now? Yeah, I don't see where companies can go from here. We have like 2 days a week office days and 3 days remote days. And that's just
Yeah.
the regime that we can work in.
Right.
I don't see companies going through a full remote model.
You don't think we'll be like on holograms, like in Star Wars, or it's talking to each other?
Telepresence could be a thing.
Maybe.
Maybe for doctors. It's difficult to imagine, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate your insights. Thank you so much for coming by the podcast booth and sharing your voice with us here today. If anyone is interested in learning more about the Work Reborn report, make sure you check it out by scanning the QR code somewhere on the screen here. You'll be able to download a copy for yourself, or you can click a link in the show notes if you are listening to the podcast version. And that's a wrap for it today, Johan. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Lenovo Work Reborn podcast. To learn more about how Lenovo is helping organizations transform with AI, cybersecurity, and smarter IT solutions, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. And also, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure to leave a comment with any other questions that you would like us to discuss on our next episodes. See you next time. Lenovo.